Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are in a kind of weird situation here, I gotta admit. Boris decided to declare war on us for some reason, and we're just absolutely crushing them. But this slave rebellion happened at the same time, and we need to get these mercs back over this way and crush this slave rebellion before they become too big of an issue. We're losing money right now because of the slave rebellion, and I'm just wondering, this Sabin army here, this is the one that is automated. Okay. Because the general is disloyal. We need to take back Yeha ASAP, but we've got our troops in the vicinity, and we should be well positioned to be able to, honestly, maybe fully annex or vassalize Boris? Like, what are we going for here? So if we are demanding peace, we can't currently demand that they become subject. Okay. We'll need to take a look at that a little bit later in the war then. But for right now, this is not a problem. We're completely cutting them off. This is fine. This is a Merc army. This is the Puntian army. So we're losing manpower here, but as soon as these Mercs get here, they can take over this siege, which is ideal and is exactly what I want them to do. And then the Puntian army can go over here once these guys are in position to take over this siege. Maybe we join this. It looks like Axum is claiming this for themselves, which is a little awkward. We'll have to see how exactly we want to end up handling this piece. Yeah, it kind of looks like supply limit of 16 here. We may want to back this army back off to Aduli. And then this army over to, say, Sazila. That might be okay. These guys are going to arrive when? 26 August? We can go ahead and start leaving, right? No, we want to stay. Now we can go ahead and start leaving. Our mercs are in position, and we are losing money right now. That is something to note. We want to bring these mercs back over this way. Their morale is regenning. In fact, I'm going to put them on unit reorg until such a time as they get up there. Excellent. Yes, I will take your money. Thank you very much. White peace is being imminent, but that's fine. We can afford inventions, but I'm going to keep our money for right now. And there's a decision that we can do, negotiate with the slaves. We're not going to do that. We are no longer depressed, so that's great. This is all light infantry. We have a very good composition for fighting them. This is a total of 16 cohorts. They should be completely regenerated very soon. These guys are walking into the uncolonized region, which is super, super duper good. We are just going to walk into here. We're going to allow them to take attrition for right now. Now, over here, we just won the Siege of Shire. That is a huge deal. Let's get in here and win this siege. We're about to take Yeha back. And I'm going to get this army up over here. Okay. What do we got going on over here? We are taking attrition here? Oh, because it's desert. Right. Well, they're taking attrition as well. They will arrive on 14 December. They are locked in. And they are currently marching this way. It's unclear which side would win. Their commander is much better. We just won the Siege of Yeha, which is perfect. I'm going to send these mercs up over this direction. We can't get them all the way in, unfortunately. But they're going to swap positions with the Puntian army. So let's just get them up over here. The Sabin army is just wandering around. That's fine. They can do that. Okay, what's going on with this battle? We are winning. That is ideal. Slave revolt has been defeated. So this is going to make slaves a little salty for a while. Or we could grant them slave amnesty. Will be protected from new slave revolts for 15 years. Or for 30 years. I think we can show leniency. In 15 years, we're going to be in a pretty solid position, ultimately. We no longer need these mercs, so we can disband them. Because Mosellan is good to go, so that's fantastic. Okay. Our Chancellor just died, so we need a new one. We do have a Scorned family, 2 Scorned families, in fact. Neither of them have anybody who's any good at being Chancellor, so that's unfortunate for them. The General of the Katabian army is being potentially a jerk. You gain 3 units of light infantry. Actually, we want to do that anyway. He may become more ambitious, but that's something we already wanted to do. So that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and take the Puntian army back to Yeha. And we're going to do the vast majority of the remaining fighting up here with Boris with these 2 merc armies. We don't need anything else. Like, Axum, can I have you just go home? Like, I don't need your help. I mean, they're going to want these back, but I'm not sure I give it to them. We'll just have to see. Okay, so we're at 14% on this siege at long last. Can we trade anything? We could bring in fish. Hang on. We do need food, but not here. Can we bring in a trade route to Mosellan? Import fish over here. Okay. There we go. Now, in our capital, I want to import... Say, we could import camels for the supply limit. I'm not sure that's super useful, but whatever. And vegetables. And I guess... Oh, hang on, what was this? Leather? Yes. Okay. There we go. We still have a bad research ratio. We're kind of not focused on our internals right now because we just had multiple wars declared on us. So that's going to be a thing. But this siege will be done very shortly. And honestly, Boris doesn't have a chance in this war. I don't know why they declared this. They never did have a chance. They're making 74 manpower a month. Like, this was never going to work. The Saban army is still there. Okay, let's go ahead and start sending the Puntian army back. We really don't need it up here anymore. This army should absolutely be drilling. That one already is. And if this guy wasn't disloyal... oh well. Okay, defenders have deserted over here, and so we are now at 35%. And this will be falling very shortly indeed. Now, we do kind of want to swap sides. So when we go... When this falls, because the reason we want to swap sides is this is a full unit of mercenaries, and we want them to be the one to siege their capital. So we want to send these guys... Oh, we can right now. We want to send these guys to Dremora, and these guys to Zetha. Like so. Okay, our marshal just died. We need a new marshal. And the Scorned families, they are terrible at marshal. So, sorry guys. You just don't have anybody who's good at it. There we go. We are making solid progress here. Out of curiosity, it wouldn't let us order them to become a subject yet. We may need their capital for that. I'm kind of surprised they haven't been begging us for peace yet, if I'm honest. And Mosalon's food should be getting much, much better. Can we demand support for air? Yes, we can. Please support our air. Thank you. Hello. There's their army. We're already moving to deal with it, though. Like, yeah, he's not going to get out of there. This is completely fine. This is all light infantry. They have a couple of archers. I'm going to send our other unit to Thana. Like, it's just fine. No issues here. We just crushed them. What are you doing, Tamoli and Petubast? You should not be here. You're just wasting manpower. Okay. That guy's kind of dumb. But I suppose that's what you get. Okay, we can't get past the zone of control on that fort, unfortunately. But I want this unit to be the one to attack the fort. And this unit is just going to chill here. We are taking attrition, because it's desert, but that's kind of to be expected. And like this war just isn't a problem. I don't know why he declared it, Boris, that is. It's very, very strange. But whatever. If this is what Boris wanted, this is what Boris gets. Our AE is already a little high, and I'd prefer not to take all their stuff. Like, Borentana to Gwanara would be one thing. This would actually only be these territories here. Interesting. That'd only be 2 AE. Regardless, I want to take all their stuff. I want to be bordered with a loot up here. We are definitely going to need to have a defensive settlement up here. Like a really solid one. So we're going to want to start building a city right away. And we're going to want to station the Gwanaran army over here. There's no doubt about that. Because these guys are super duper dangerous. They have 166 cohorts. And they have access to iron. Right here. Which means they have heavy infantry. These guys are kind of the big bad right now, and we're going to need to really power up to be able to fight them. So maybe we want to keep Boris as a buffer state for right now. Because we're not really in a position to be able to fight them. So maybe we take Borentana. I really wish Axum would flip these over to me, but maybe we return those cores to Axum. So, I want to actually reset this. So we would give this to Axum. Oh, we need to conquer this fort before we can actually do this. Fair enough. That shouldn't take too long. But I definitely want to be saving up money, because if we take this up here, we're gonna need a defensive buffer against a loot. That's going to be tough. I mean, we've still got expansion opportunities over here. We have inflammation. What's their current opinion of us? -47, primarily due to aggressive expansion. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively improve opinion with them. We're not ready to fight them yet. We absolutely want to fight them. But not right now. Right now would be a terrible idea. What's going on over here? Alud is currently fighting Egypt. Technically, Egypt declared on Alud. And Egypt is at +8. Interesting. They dropped down to 150 cohorts. They have no manpower. They're gaining very little manpower. The major issue with them right now is just that they have access to iron, and we don't. Like, that's a big problem for us. Oh, our court philosopher died. Okay. There we go. New court philosopher. Unfortunately, not a scorned family, but our scorned families are bad at everything. What can I say? Okay, so this army is drilling. This army should be drilling. This army is drilling. Fantastic. Our mercs down there are fine. So yeah, maybe we give these back to Axum. And we just won that. Fantastic. So let's get up over here. And over here. And we're just going to beat up their last little retinue. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see how this war with Boris ends. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.